Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am John Browne. I'm checking out the Antelope Audio ZenTour Synergy Core today. So the ZenTour is a USB and Thunderbolt interface device with an absolute plethora and shit ton of features, basically. It's designed for the touring musician, that if you just want to record down songs, everyone can plug into it. That's basically the premise. So as far as features goes, it has 4 DI ins. So that's 2 guitar players, a bass player, and then maybe an extra acoustic guitar, 2 headphone outs, 2 reamp outs, 8 line outs via a DB25 connector, 8 out in and out, 4 XLRs on the back, SP diff in and out, monitor out, and obviously, as I already said, it's USB and Thunderbolt. So I've actually been using this for my overlay voice for all of my live streams on RiffHard recently. And because of the effects that you get built in with the Synergy Core, you can get a full polished sounding, well, mixed voice just from inside the ZenTour. And no, I'm not using this through the ZenTour for my voiceover for this. But if you want to check it out, then head on over to RiffHard and check out the live streams, and it sounds absolutely awesome. So today I wanted to check out the guitar amp simulations again. And I did this with the Discrete 8, but I wanted to check it on the ZenTour as well. And, you know, I've got the panel up here on my MacBook Pro connected to the ZenTour via Thunderbolt. And as you can see, like, it looks pretty complex when you first open the actual control panel, but the routing or routing, depending on where you are in the world, I really never know how to say that word, but wherever you are in the world, one of those 2 words. But as you can see, the capability is absolutely, well, almost endless. You've obviously got your preamp ins at the top, your emulated mic ins. So if you have one of the Antelope Verge, Edge, Edge Duo, Edge Quattro, and if you go to the preamp thing here and you open up this, you can also have the mic modeling enabled for each of those mics. Got phantom power as well as your high Z inputs, which you can actually have as mic, line, or high Z. And obviously the mic inputs can be mic or line, depending on what it is that you want to do. So as I said, you've got loads of control here, but if you click on AFX, then it brings up all the effects that you can possibly have. And here I've built a patch for a heavily distorted electric guitar. And I'm going to go through a bunch of the other ones while I'm at it too, but I'm literally just going to jam and see where it gets me. Now, before we get started, I do wish that they had some more built-in DSP effects specifically aimed towards the guitar. But I know that's not necessarily the complete purpose of the unit. But it would be cool to have, you know, some pedals and some delay and some other stuff in there as well, just so that when, say you wanted to record a whole band practice and you connect everyone to this and you don't want to use amps or anything, just get DIs, which you can get a DI at the exact same time as hearing this through your headphones, DI getting routed somewhere else where you're getting routed the guitar sound that you've gone for. It's just a really good tool for doing that, you know, capture the DI, capture this, and then just send DIs out if you want to reamp it or anything like that. But this is what I got. As you can see, I've got a couple of other effects added in there, and I've done it in a sort of way that I would normally do with, say I was just doing an amp, I'd put a EQ before it, usually a boost of some sort, but for that, I've just used a compressor to boost the volume. Guitar amp, obviously the modern style. This one's probably based off of Mesa Boogie. I actually ended up using the vintage 4x12 cab on here with a 57 and a Royal 121. And then post effects, I've got a EQ and this is a compressor limiter. And yeah, and this is the sort of thing that it sounds like. We can even send that to some reverb with the built-in aura reverb, and we just use the send control here. So obviously one AFX out, as it's labeled in pink. If we just boost the volume of that send all the way up. That sounds pretty good, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the effects one, and I'm going to save this somehow. I don't know how to. Oh yeah, save. There we go. So I'm going to save that as, let's say, Browne dist. Okay, so that's saved. Right, now I'm going to try bypassing all of this, and then I'm going to go to the guitar amp and try some different models. That sounds pretty good, actually. All right, so let's try the 2210. Not to my taste. Let's try the 76. Not to my taste either. Let's try the US Marcus. Bypass the gate. I'm guessing that this is probably based off of Matchless or something. Try the Tweed Deluxe again. Actually sounds pretty good. Okay, let's try the Dark Face again. That's pretty good, actually. All right. So let's try the orange. Try these two again at the front. I mean, it all sounds pretty solid to me. Let's try this angle, which had a lot of noise. Let's put the gate on. we're clipping a bit. So let's turn that down a little bit on the, I think it might be here. Oh, it's clipping there. Okay, cool. So let's turn down the amp a little bit. Again, that sounds pretty good to my ears. What are the ones we got here? So we got the top 30, which is obviously the AC30. So let's try. Whoa. Let's turn off all these effects now as well. I'm clipping again, probably down here somewhere. It can't be because I'm obviously. Let's turn down this volume a little bit. Let's try adding in this compressor again. Let's add the reverb to that. Let's move that over there. Let's add a bit of reverb. Say a bit. I'm just going to put it all the way up. That sounds great as well. So that's the majority of the guitar amp simulations on the ZenTour Synergy Core. And obviously with the Synergy Core technology, it means that there's no latency. Now, the only thing that I can think of, and it's exactly what I said in the Discrete 8, is that the moment that this technology where you can load guitar amp simulations or bass amp simulations can be opened up so you can use third party, I think that the moment that happens, that these are going to be flying off the shelves, or whoever does it first, because if you think about it, everyone has their own personal taste when it comes to guitar amp sounds and stuff like that. And if you can load a third-party plugin onto the DI, the DSP chip basically for the unit, then and you don't get any latency when you're playing, that's the next step, isn't it? It's like, that's one of the main reasons that I just don't use any plugins, because I have to run my my sample rate so high with everything I've got going on in my project that I just can never play to the actual sound. So that's going to be the game changer. The technology's already there. It's a case of writing some code with a wrapper, isn't it? That's literally it. So thanks to Antelope Audio for sending over the ZenTour. It's a really, really great unit with a shit ton of features. The guitar amp simulations sound pretty good to my ears. They feel good because there's no latency. And the quality of the preamps in this thing is really, really good. If I get some time, I'll do a comparison between the preamps in the ZenTour versus my Orion setup over here with various different preamps from Neve, Audient, Stam, and a bunch of others. But anyway, let me know what you think of the tone in the comments. And if you have any questions regarding the Antelope audio equipment, then make sure you just send a comment and I'll get to it as soon as I can. In the meantime, have a very pleasant day and I will see you next time. Peace.